What sets your sausages apart from the others in the market?
Well, if you look at the package on other companies, they'll have soya in there.
Soya?
Soya, yeah.
Okay.
Or fillers. We don't do that. So for them, that stuff is really cheap. So if I pack my sausage with that, like the Ugandan standard is only says, 55% has to be meat?
Yeah.
So the other 45% of your sausage can be anything else. You're paying for a sausage just only 55% actual
Imagine.
meat. And that's like the Ugandan standard. So we come in and we're like, okay, let's make it 95%. And then the rest is seasoning.
And how has the market reacted to your product?
Great.
In the beginning, it was extremely hard. And honestly, it's still not easy now, to be honest. In the beginning, they saw our product, they saw the price. And no, it's not possible. You know, and we still get a lot of no's every day. That's normal. But I think that's because our product, it is what it is. Our price is our price. We're not budging. Yeah. But we're also asked, you know, can you lower it if you add certain things? No, because our standard is the standard. We keep it high and we're always going to be high.
Right.
So because of that, we had a lot of pushback. But certain places, you know, they love the product and they're buying. So I appreciate that. I think once we get more notoriety, that will change a lot of people's minds. Because I think that the standard has been, let me just give them a lot of fillers, a little bit of meat, not really a lot of taste in it, and they'll like it. But we're not like that. I'm like, no, let's give them what they wanted in the first place. You wanted meat, we're going to give you meat.
You wanted quality.
Right.
And I've talked about it before, but one of the first weeks that we got here, we were talking to a restaurant manager. And he said the thing about Uganda is they don't like, or he's like, they like quantity, they don't like quality.
Right.
So he's
Quantity.
like, he's like, give them a lot, but no quality.
Right.
Okay.
We're not like that. We're going to offer you high quality at the very best price that we can do. And if you want it, you want it. And if
High
you
quality
don't, you
and
don't.
quantity, or you reduce a
Oh
bit
no,
of the quantity?
it's the normal quantity here.
It's the normal quantity.
Yeah,
It's
500.
you get a kilo, you get a half a kilo.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
same as everybody else,
Okay.
but the quality is higher.
Okay.
We were talking to a guy that used to be in country, and he was like, you know, meat processing or processing foods in general is one of the things that you need to do here. That's what's needed on the continent.
Where we're from, sausages is what we do.
Okay.
So it wasn't like it
On
was
a commercial basis?
No.
Okay.
If you're from Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
It's a different.
Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah. If you're from Kansas City, Missouri, you know good barbecue.
Oh.
You know any kind of meats, like you know that because that's just the culture. The culture is a very big barbecue culture, if not the barbecue culture in the United States.
It's the barbecue capital of the States.
I think so.
Of the world,
I think
Okay.
so.
to be honest.
Yeah.
If you any cut of meat, we know what those cuts of meat supposed to look like and
Or
supposed
what
to
it's
be
supposed
cut.
to taste like.
You know, we know how to cook it all.
Yeah.
You name a meat, we know how to make it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Okay.
just made sense.
So sausage wasn't too hard of a pivot. It's like we had experience. So we just were like, okay, how can we bring our standards, our quality that we're used to and bring it to Uganda? And then also a lot of the sausage here have pork in it. And because we just don't do pork as a lifestyle for religious purposes, we were like, okay, that's something that we can add that nobody else is doing. So, you know, we
You
got
are
our...
Muslims?
No, we're not
No,
Muslims.
we're not Muslim.
Okay.
No, we just believe in the Torah.
Okay.
And it says not to eat pork, so we don't.
Okay.
So, so we got our halal certification, and then we just went around processing the meat as little as possible. It's just meat, seasonings. That's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah, so you said this gentleman works with you.
Yes.
He's one of the directors, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to ask him, from the way you're seeing the companies moving, do you think the future is bright for them?
Oh, the future is brighter, I should say, because everyone who has tasted the sausages loves them.
Yeah.
No one has given a bad critic about them. Everyone loves the smell before even you cook it.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? It's amazing. No, it's amazing. So yeah, the future is very bright, and I know when we get to the capacity where we want to be, we're going to hit the whole Africa, the whole world.
So you're looking into franchising?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Import export will be a thing. We
Yeah.
will export.
And plus, Ugandan meat is so good. Why shouldn't everybody taste it?
Yeah. So how did you get connected with him? How did you connect with him?
So we was talking to Joe Anita from Kinganda,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and we was like, we're going to be coming in country, so we need someone to show us around, drive us around, and help us. And she connected us with Felix.
Yeah.
And then from day one, we was talking about certain projects, talking about goats and sheep and whatnot. And then from there,
He was just taking notes, which was
Yeah.
hilarious. He was like, like we were talking about pine nuts and how expensive they are. Like they're insanely expensive, and you guys just throw them on the ground, and we're like, wow, this stuff is like,
right, that's gold.
Pine nuts?
yeah, pine
nuts.
nuts.
Yeah, for up in the north.
Okay,
What's
so
pine nuts?
Okay, the peanuts, the groundnuts.
Yes.
Yeah. The
Ebinyebwa?
one- Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
ebinyebwa.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we.
and you guys just throw them out like this. Like, how much are pine nuts in the States?
In the States, pine nuts will go for about a half a kilo. Actually less than a half a kilo, more like a quarter of a kilo, for about $25.
Raw?
Raw.
Yeah.
Raw peanuts?
Raw peanuts.
And if you want to roast them, even more.
Raw pine nuts.
In Uganda, a kilo of raw peanuts, okay, for you call them pine nuts.
Yeah.
For us, we call them peanuts.
Yeah.
Goes for maximum $1.5 US.
Nope. I'm telling you.
Is it? Okay, it's like $2. That's
Yeah.
7,000.
Yeah.
7,000 Ugandan shillings. And in the States, it's $25.
It's a delicacy. Like you don't buy them unless you're about to make something real special.
Like pesto, like the Italians, they
Yeah.
use it for pesto.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's expensive.
Right. And we were just talking to him about like different stuff. Like we're walking around and we're seeing mangoes. Mangoes are like 2 for $5.
A
In
single
season.
mango.
And our
A single
mangoes are
mango.
not as
In
big as
season.
those. Right, in season. Out of season, it can be 1 for $5. And they're not as big as the ones here.
Avocados?
Yeah, no. I've never seen avocados this big.
Never have I ever seen an avocado.
We have an avocado tree here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we were just telling him what we're used to paying, and thinking like, hey, what about export? Because he has a farm, and he's like, just taking notes, and he's like, he said I should give you a discount or something for the information. We were like, no, the information is free. The hustle is the hard part. So
Yeah.
if you want to do it, go for it. And then you started doing goats. I think he already had goats.
Yeah, I have goats. I have.
You're a goat farmer?
Yeah.
How many goats do you have?
I have 50 something now.
We need to visit your farm, bro.
I'll take you to the family. I'll give you a goat by the way.
Oh, guys, I have a goat already. Wow.
So yeah, I'm a farmer. As I told you, I'm a businessman. I do everything here and there. So I'm in transports. I'm in what? I'm in goats.
You're jack of all trades.
Yeah. So
Where the money?
yeah.
Felix.
If I see the money, I'm running for it.
Okay, so talking about the fruits, the vast options we have here, the plenty, how do you find the taste of Ugandan stuff versus that of the States?
I'm still working on eating a lot of fruit. However, every fruit that I've had is the best thing I've ever had. Because the fruit in the States and in the West, it's terrible.
It doesn't get to ripen.
Yeah, it doesn't have a taste, or it's really bitter.
Yeah.
So it doesn't taste good. compared to here.
Yeah. So like pineapple in the States is sour.
Yeah, it's acidic.
It's not like real sweet. Here, there's no sourness at all. It's very sweet. But I think it's because everything gets to ripen on the plant. Whereas when we get them, they pick like the pineapple when it's still very young, or way before it's ripe. They put it on a shipping container and they use gases to help it ripen while it's on the way. Or they will put lots of preservatives in it or on it so that way it'll last the 40-day ship ride to the United States. So our stuff doesn't taste the same. Food here tastes so good in comparison. Like not even close. Fruits, vegetables, meats, everything. Yeah.
It's not the same.
Wow.
Even the chicken. It's
Even
not
the chicken.
same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Okay. How long have you guys been in Uganda?
We came in the last week of May of 2023. So almost a year.
Almost here. Wow. So at the end of May, you'll be making a year in Uganda.
In Uganda, yeah.
And you've started a business. And it's moving like this.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so everybody keeps saying, "Oh, it's so fast." And it don't feel fast. But doing it every day. I mean, we have to just be happy with the small victories, and I'm trying. I'm not good at that. I'm
Okay,
more like
maybe
just,
to the
let's get it
Ugandan
done.
standard, it's big progress.
Even in the States, this is big
a lot
progress.
harder.
However, so I'm an old athlete with broke legs. I look at it and I have to put it in perspective in a sense of we have done a lot since we've been here.
Yeah.
However, my goal is not just Kampala. It's not Uganda. It's not the central. If it's up to me, it is Africa. It is Asia. So I have to put those expectations of one day we will be there and just say, okay, we have gotten really far, really fast. And this is abnormal. But my expectations says, well, we should have been there. We should have been somewhere completely different 6 months ago. Because just like anybody, you make a lot of mistakes. And we have made major mistakes in our business. So because of that, I look back and I'm like, you know what? If I would have did that, we would be here. So it kind of it's a perspective thing, and perspective means, you know what, that happened. Let's move
not
forward.
do it again.
Right. Let's not do that ever again, and wait for the next mistake because there's always going to be mistakes.
Okay. Right now, are you guys facing any logistical challenge?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, do you have that editing that allows it to scroll on the screen? Like if I start listing them off, you can just scroll.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
that.
You mean it's endless?
This list is long.
I'll look at the camera for this list. Okay.
This list is long.
Right now, we're still in the process of looking for a beef supplier. If you are a beef supplier who can give us a good price, please let us know. It is so hard to find quality beef here. Also, we need to hire master butchers. So if you are a master butcher, please let us know.
Equipment.
Right. If you have the ability to get equipment here, we would love to do that. We've been purchasing from Kenya because they're about
Why Kenya?
300% cheaper.
300% cheaper.
Yes.
Yes.
So perspective-wise, we spent for our mincer, we spent
Now, mind you, everything that we have currently
Is
is from
Uganda.
Uganda. Everything
Yeah.
is Uganda,
right.
except for one knife.
Yeah.
Okay. One night.
Right. But even just a knife is substantially cheaper there.
Okay.
It's cheaper for us to pay customs to get it shipped here.
It's cheaper paying customs to ship from Kenya than buying from Uganda.
It's still
Yes,
300%
it's still.
cheaper.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. So if you have a machining company and you're able to do that for cheaper than what we're able to find, that would be helpful. What else, Felix? There's such a long list.
I mean, the bowls, the containers.
The containers,
Okay.
the
Equipment. in
Like for
general.
for packaging?
Yeah, if there was.
Oh, that's a whole nother one.
Listen, okay, so we don't want to use foam packaging. We would like to use nice plastic packaging, but not the clear kind that you get in your takeaway packages. We would need something a little more professional. So if you have that, please also contact us.
I mean, even printing.
Yeah.
Printing a label. That's a whole nother company, let me tell you. Just a tangent. So if you have a printing company and you do it the way it's done in the States or in the UK, you would make a
so much
killing.
money. There's only one company here that does it now.
So if you had someone that had printers that if you wanted to just walk in on your own and just print off some papers for college or whatever, on your own, you don't need to ask them for anything. You pay for that.
Yeah.
That could be a business in itself.
A print shop.
You know, but that same business can do the same printing for specific type of labels that are water resistant and do it on time.
Yeah.
They would make
So much money.
the money is vast because it's not just a Ugandan thing. This is in the region.
Yeah, East Africa. Because Kenya doesn't have very many either.
It's
Okay.
the money. How much do you want to make? It's there.
And I know people are going to come on us for this because they think NASA Road is there. all
Yeah,
this.
that was in my mind as well.
But then the material we want, the exact material we want, is not there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
The material for
for making the labels,
Oh.
the waterproof labels, it's not there. What they have is different from what we exactly want.
okay.
So please don't come on us with that. So
Yeah.
there are other things.
Don't
that-
come for them, please.
Yeah. And then there are other things. They'll be like, oh, we have machineries in town, but these people are charging 150%.
Above the already 300%.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why
Right.
we are listing all these down, and we want.
And we're not the only ones with these issues.
Yeah.
You know.
I think the responsible authorities should look into this, especially. I think you are it. I think it all comes from taxation. Once these traders are taxed a lot, they have to hike so that they can make some good profit. So I think I think you should look into the taxes. And also the traders. Some traders are just stubborn. They just overhike the prices, especially when they realize that they monopolize the market, or they're the only one providing this kind of product on the market. They hike the prices up.
Then that some people call it the Mzungu tax.
Yeah.
That tax is expensive. Once they hear my voice.
You mean the prices they tell you?
Yeah. Let's just say it's 50,000 regular. Once they hear my voice
And the accent?
and they hear that accent, 150.
It goes times 3.
You know, so that's a whole nother thing. But that's not just a Ugandan thing.
That's people.
That's a people thing, Africa
Yeah.
thing. But that's not just Africa. That's Asia too.
Also, though, honest people who deliver according to what they say. Because a lot of times we'll run into people who, like, instead of being like, I can't do that, or I don't have the skill set, or I don't know, they'll be like, yeah, I can do that. And then what they deliver is not at all what they said it would be, or you're 3 weeks over the timeline. And I really needed this 3 weeks ago, and now you're asking me for another week. Or you're like, I can do it at this price, and now we're double the budget, and you're still not done. So people who are honest in business would be good.
Timely service delivery as
Yes.
well.
That's
Timely delivery.
We're not the only ones. It don't matter if you are locally from here or not.
Everybody.
That is an everybody issue where everybody complains about the timelines or the price has doubled because of whatever reason that you want to give today because the wind blew. You know, I think as far as business is concerned here, one of the major reasons why Uganda is not where it's supposed to be is because they do not run business properly.
They do not run business properly.
Yeah. It is run terrible. if they want to make it in the world and not Uganda, they must completely change everything. It's the reason why you have only specific people in the country making majority of the money is because they are running business properly. You know, if you go to a restaurant like CJ's, for example, if you go to Cafe Java's, you go there, you order, in about 12 to 15 minutes later, your plate is there. You get your ticket 2 minutes after you're done eating. They're always prompt with everything they do. You have few other businesses that do that same thing in other sectors. And that's the reason why they get all the money. But in general, no matter if you go to the hairdresser or to the paper guy, to the food guy, it doesn't matter. Nobody in general runs their business the way it's supposed to run. If you just go to the guy on the street, the reason why the lady hasn't made it farther is because, like, for example, we was talking about it before. You have a stand for tomatoes and bananas right there. And there is somebody literally 2 feet over selling the exact same thing. Nothing different. And then they're both going to take their time selling. Why not work together and say, you know what, how about you do the bagging, I do the fruits, and you do a little bit of advertising, tell people to come over here and buy with me, and there's not really a competition. We split the profits. It's a nationwide thing. I haven't been to too many other countries in Africa, so I can only speak for here, and specifically Kampala. But no matter where we've driven, everywhere we've driven, we've seen the same thing.
All over the country.
All over the country, it's the same issue. And until that problem is fixed, where everything is more prompt, their own time, and they're honest about their numbers, you know, and you stick to the price. If it's 25, it's 25, and that's it. Then with that, they will finally start to make a change. But until then,
I would like you to talk about your business, Ubora Safi. How did you come about with that name, Ubora Safi?
there's the randomness of that. We had no name. We were searching far and wide, and we couldn't come with anything. But she was sleeping one day, and she woke up in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 in the morning. It's like, I got a name, Ubora, or a Safi Ubora.
Mine was Safi.
Yeah, Safi. I was like, okay, that doesn't mean anything to me, but okay, we'll figure this out. So I rolled back over and went back to sleep. And then we did some researching. I was like, well, that's Swahili, so okay, let's go with that and see what happens. And then we looked up some words. It was like Ubora, or Safi Ubora first, and then Ubora Safi, and it was like pure quality, excellence.
What does Ubora mean?
It's pure.
Pure quality.
Pure.
Oh.
So, you know, essentially with our stuff, just like you've seen today, it's pure in a sense of, well, multiple ways. Nature in a sense of what you see is what you get. We got pure intentions. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to cheat you. What you see is what you get. And then as far as our quality is concerned, with just being pure, it's meat, spices. That's it. You don't have to worry about the extraness. If it says chicken, it's chicken. If it says beef, it's just beef.
Okay.
You know, so you don't have to question anything. You know, so that also brings in just the quality. Our quality is, if there's someone better out there, I don't know who it is, but I'm sure there's somebody out there doing the same thing. But we don't know who they are, and they don't know who we are either. You know.
So just pure quality. We knew from the beginning we were going to offer something that was the highest quality we could offer. So the name just made sense. It means pure quality or pure excellence, and that's what we're doing.
Okay. So in case people want to reach out, business people, in case people want to, Ivan, make sure we are not cut out. Yeah. So in case people want to reach out, they want to partner with you, to work with you, how can they reach out?
They can reach out on our website. It's www.ubораsafi, uborasafi.com. There is a contact us tab on there. You can also email us at contact@ubораsafi.com.
Okay.
We're also on all the social medias,
All
the
of them.
TikTok,
TikTok.
the Facebook, the Facebooks,
Facebook.
Book of Faces, Instagram.
Now, I want to thank you for choosing Uganda. Thank you for choosing my country. Makes me feel proud. And when I see you here progressing in business, it adds to my joy.